Like in the ancient time, cancer was called as Kark in India, Kark. And you also called the thing as cancer since long. Now the disease cancer is also called cancer. You see how it is related. And in Indian language also it is called as the disease of the cancer in the sense Kark. They call it Karkaroga. Two words. They also call it due to the Karkaroga and that also called to the Karkaroga. Means heat producing. It produces heat first of all. And secondly, it has another meaning. That in cancer, cancer stands for the mother. So when you commit sins against the mother, cancer is produced. Sin against the mother. Cancer sign is the sign of the motherhood. And when you try to commit sins against the mother, this starts. And since my advent, this disease has become very prevalent because sin against the mother is the biggest sin in the modern times. So, one must know that the sin against the mother will lead people to cancer. So, it started from Ganesha Tata. Many people who have this problem, Ganesha problem, they may be very good in other things, but still if there is the left Ganesha problem, they should be very, very careful. Because it's like a hole in your being. And to overcome that problem, you may cover up with something else. Like such people may say, oh, I'm so great, and they will feel like that. That's not a good thing. Just overcome your Ganesha problem with which you are perverted. So all these perversions must be sucked in, just like the tortoise sucks in the four limbs within themselves. That is how you must suck those things. And do not try to overcome by right Vishuddhi, by saying that you are great or you are this or you are that. Some people I've seen also try to show off about it and try to say things which looks quite big, but ultimately I find that they have left Mooladhara, which is serious. It is very, very serious. So be careful. Don't deceive yourself, anyone. Those who have left Mooladhara problem have to be extremely careful not to be tempted to any supraconscious behavior or thought. Try to overcome it by complete surrendering, saying, I do not know anything about it. First mantra for that. Mother, I do not know anything. You have to surrender because it's the mother. Like Shri Ganesha. He never shows off anything. He's just surrendered. Completely, I do not know. Like Adi Shankara, I do not know. The more you try to sort of express yourself, logically or with your brains, then know that you are deviating from that point because that's the only way you compensate. So be careful. I'm telling all of you. It's very common in the West, I've seen. Suddenly they become all Sahaja Yogi experts and then they fall half. So those who think they're great Sahaja Yogis must know there's something seriously wrong with them. First of all have to grow together. Nobody should try to show off. I know who is where. That's very important. And you need not feel jealous of such people or enamored of such people. Know that you have to deal with reality. So left Mooladhara is a very serious problem. Be careful of it. It can be infectious, it can be just catch over. Sahaja Yoga has only that very delicate point among Western Sahaja Yogis. Only on this point they explain. Left Mooladhara, so be careful. Try to keep your attention clear. Pervergence, keep it out. Try to keep your chakras all right. Better thing is to look after your chakras than to discuss it. आपण सहजोगी आता ते बसले थे नवीन ने आपण who are coughing. Something definitely wrong. All this while, why are you coughing? You are not paying attention properly. You have to look after yourselves. You are disturbing me when I am talking, is something wrong. You better look after yourselves. You have to say Allahu Akbar 16 times, morning, evening. Put yourself to test. Try to avoid eating things which are not good for your throat. Make gargle. You see, sometimes people feel proud of it, and sometimes the way they look at this, I'm surprised. One should be ashamed. So please see that you look after your throats and don't disturb. I have done much more traveling than you have done. You know that. I've gone through too much. And apart from that, you know that I sleep very late compared to you. Then, if your throats are not alright, please look after it. There must be something wrong. What's it? Some bhoots are there. Just that. How is it not coming down? Better do your dhuni and anything, everything that you want to do. It's nothing so. That's important. How can it be? How are you getting this? All the time, all the time. So now I gave you dhunis, this, that, finished. I have suffered much more. I mean, in the sense that I have gone through a lot of sufferings in the way that I am raising their kundalini, everything, you know that. But to say even that there was too much dust and all that, you must get used to. It's possible. On the contrary, the more you try to do it, the better you feel you are doing a contribution to my talk. You are saints. Behave like saints. That's important. We first give them, those who have got, put something in the mouth. But you should not cough. Give them something to eat. Look after yourselves. I should look after yourself, big boys. You better look after. Do you find any one of the Indian surgeons coughing? No one. Must look after yourself. Just moving your hands too much also you do it. All the time you talk like this. Don't do all that. Keep your hands steady. Respect them. Try to steady your hands. All the time jerkiness, shifting your hands too much also not good. Something one must understand. We have to get into Sahaja Yoga to work it out in a serious way. Work it out. No use carrying on with the nonsense. There's no use getting angry with yourself. No use also sort of saying that I don't know, I this. The nonsense. I am this, I am that, I can feel. All this is nonsense, you see. The supraconscious nonsense going on. Be careful. You should not try to impress others by your nonsense at all. There's no need at all to know Sanskrit. It's true. But you need to know your mother through your love, through pure understanding. Because it will take you, because you are used to that kind of thing. You want to know the whole of Sanskrit, the whole of this and whole of that, you read the whole of Veda. And so many are like this here in this country, like useless for me. Good for nothing. Just forget it. Don't go into that trip of knowing through your brains. Know through your heart. Go. And that's the reason, is because it's not available to you. That's the base. Left Mooladhara is heart. You could turn to another thing. That's not available. That innocence is not available. Try to go to that. Try to awaken that within you. And then you'll be amazed. You will know me better. I yesterday only I told you how these complications have created a barrier. They just see me, just see their faces in the same. Still you look so sometimes miserable, sometimes look lost. No? Because still you are using your brains. Using your brains is not the way to get to Sahaja, please. Better now your throats, you are not coughing. These were all booths. What has happened to you? Now try to cough. Well, if you want to know Sanskrit, you can know. But that's not there. And that's not the way. Of course, on your way you can know it, but that's not the way. I mean, I don't want you to get to things where you are diverted from your own surrendering and accept. That's more important. What Shankaracharya has said ultimately is already translated in English. If you see that he's just talked of surrender, nothing. Has he talked of anything else to stop? That's it. All these names also that you have given me are just part of it. Sahajoga is also part of it. When I am with you, why should you care for these things? Try to establish that. Because of that, you use your brains too much. Establish your level. Better? Be nirvichara. See, where is your coughing on? Finished. They have run out. In the same way, you should control. Tell them all. Tell your mind to be still. Alright? And you will be amazed. It's all within yourself. Try to merge your stillness with it. If you don't allow it, you will get supraconscious, which is very dangerous. Better not. Just get to your source of peace. Sit down for 1 minute. That's the trouble. Let us sit down, Linda. Can't you make us sit for a while? Sit down, straight. Make your children understand. Otherwise they'll never do it. Sit still within yourself. Sit down, still within yourself. Just sit still. It's all inside you. You don't have to go anywhere. Create it. It's all within. Nothing is to be created. It's all within you. Better? Sit still. Be still, my mind. This stillness will establish what I want you to establish. That's an escape. All perversions are escapes. So I'm quite happy with your progress, I must say. This time it was very good collectivity, it was good. Everybody is coming up very well. Everybody, I must say, has progressed well. Every one of you has improved a lot. But try to know where is the problem. Everybody has individual problems. At a point you stop it. Just stop it. You can. It's all booths. You know, perversions come through booths. I mean, there's nothing to be explained anymore. Anything. Any diversion, any, I should say, bending away from Sahaja Yoga or from the center, in the center. And don't pay attention to this, pay attention to yourself. Every one of you is great. Nobody is greater or less greater. So just don't worry about anybody. Don't talk too much about such. In India, you be peaceful. There's a lot of time for you to discuss it in your own countries. Just here, be quiet. Take it. There's a bird in India, it is called as chakwa and chakri, and they are the ones who just live on the rays of the moon. And they go on sucking the rays slowly. They don't need anything, that's all. Still your mind. Whatever mantra we say, if it is mechanical, it will have no effect. We say, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shanti Rupena Samstita. Say by say. Swata. Still it. But you must do it with complete understanding, full deliberation. We have come here to gain something tremendous, that. And some of you are at the end of your trip. Better? Or the center heart. Not force. Kundalini is working. Just be still. Futuristic still thinking about going and all. Don't be futuristic at this moment. Be there. I know what your mind is working on. Don't be, just now think I'm sitting before you. That's all. Don't think of time or just be still. Just be still. Still thinking. Keep your eyes open. Don't think. You watch me. As you are the foundations, still your minds. The cement is working down, but still should be. One in the balloon? All right. All right. Just by stilling, then get over all your diseases. Just by stilling your mind. See that? Future. Also, I think another way to put your Mooladhara alright is to see how long you can remain without blinking. Better? Put your left. Okay, try it. Practice it. Feel it. Right. Now just ask Mother, take us deeper into our stillness. Don't close your eyes.
Take us deep into our stillness.
Try it. You need not sit loud, just sit in your heart. Exhausted. Sit exhausted. Can you imagine? This talking leads you to nowhere else but to your sastra, blocking. Just feel your sastra. How heavy it is. Can you feel it? It's like a stone. Just see yours. I mean, it is your own sastra. Don't worry about others. Worry just about your own sastra. See? It's like a stone. Can you follow? See? So, surrender. Just in your heart, surrender. Surrender. Put me down. Your sastra will open. The great journey. Forget about everything. Just do that. So start better now. Right? You are my children, you are my sons and daughters. Right? Better now see on your system. Mother, you are God. Like that? Looking up. Make us like Shri Ganesh.